What's going on, guys and girls? Gear Grinder here. Listen. Thank you once again for joining me on the channel here for another video. Today we are going to be covering the new Nintendo. Now, the Nintendo Switch is well anticipated. Basically, we've been waiting on this. We've been waiting to hear some news. They've been really scarce with what they say about it. Preferably, probably to try and keep the fans guessing, and they definitely did that. But last night they released a lot of information, and I've got most of it. I have my pen and my pad just ready, so I'm gonna go over that with you today. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Please drop a like if you're new here. Hit that sub button, man. I do daily content and I do appreciate it. Alright, so the Nintendo Switch is going to be released on the 3rd of March. Now, the 3rd of March is literally a couple of weeks away, less than a month and a half. So you want to get, ready mentally and financially for this, because it is at the price of $299 for the actual system. Now, the system does come with 2 pads, being that it is kind of a Game Boy type setup. So we're gonna go over a couple of things what they're gonna do upon the release date. Now, we'll talk about the games that's coming out a little bit later, so stay tuned for that. But they will allow online play as a trial version, just so that we can see how the online play will actually pan out. Now, after the trial version, I believe it's going to be probably about a month, or maybe a little bit over a month of the trial. It will turn to paid online. So you got to be prepared to pay the money to play online, and that's how most of the systems are going these days. So really, we can't be too upset with that, because we can kind of expect that from any game system that comes from now on. So also, they wanted to make the fact, and they drove this point home, they really drove it home with the fact that they've taken DNA from all Nintendo products, which means we do have the Rumble Pack system in the controllers. Not a lot of people like the Rumble Pack. They wanted to kind of keep it authentic to Nintendo. Nintendo was the first ones to bring out the Rumble Pack in the Nintendo 64. So they took that. We've got touch pads. We have all sorts of things. We've got color coordination as well. Like, you can get blue and you can get red on your controller. So that in itself is tremendous for those who like to match and all that good stuff. Now remember, this system has 3 modes. This system has a TV mode, where you can play it from your TV, sit back, relax, and just play. Also, it has a table stand mode, so that when you're taking this to a friend's house or anything, you don't have to worry about putting it up on anybody else's TV or bringing cables or anything like that. Bringing the actual system from the house that allows it to go on the TV. It goes into a tablet format, so that we can just connect up the handles and basically play it as a handheld. Also, speaking of handheld, it is able to have a handheld mode. Now, what that means is that you can, let's say you travel to school on the bus, you can take it on the bus, you can play it right there on the bus with no problems, at a relaxed state. That's absolutely no problem. Now, that is good. Okay, so they're only doing 2 million units on the that will be released on March 3rd. So we do expect that might not be enough. I was in the conference last night and I saw a lot of mixed reactions. So I'm going to give you guys my point of view on this system. I am absolutely in mixed reaction. Like, I love Nintendo just from the nostalgia of the game. You've got the Mario. It brought forth so much as a gaming system that realistically you have to love it if you love gaming. Now, Will I pay 220? Will I pay 200 and basically $300 for it? I'm not sure. I might wait for the actual game to go down, being that they're holding back one of the biggest games in the franchise history, which is Mario. Yes guys, Mario will not be released on the release date. We'll have to wait until maybe the fall. They did not state the summer, they stated holiday seasons. So I'm thinking Christmas times is when they're gonna really drive that point home, which is smart on their behalf. But you know, as a consumer, I would prefer for that to be upon release date. Now, what they are gonna dish out on release date is Zelda. Yes, guys, Zelda is coming back. And when I'm telling you, I watched this in absolute awe. It was amazing. The graphics, like everything that they put into the game to make the game just pop was there. Like, oh, it was absolutely beautiful, guys. If you guys want to check that out, be sure that you do look that up. I'll probably link it down in the description, the trailer for that. I cannot show any images, unfortunately. I do apologize, but for copyright purposes, you guys will understand. Also, I got a little bit of information about what stuff will cost. So if you want a controller, if you want a Joy-Con, it is $49.99 each if you buy separately. However, if you buy them together, you will get a 20% discount on that, so it'll end up being $79.99, which is kind of I'm not really sure how I feel about that. I feel like they're a little bit too expensive at $50 for such a small compact piece of equipment. But hey, I don't call the shots on that. Okay. Now, another thing that kind of upset me a little bit was the fact that the battery life. Now, the battery life, I mean, I didn't expect it to go a whole long period of time, but they're saying 2.5 hours to 6.5 hours, which basically boils down to Zelda, which is going to be one of the most anticipated games, only allowing you to play it for 3 hours off of the charge port, which I'm not very pleased about. I mean, I don't know what they can actually do with that, but at the same time, I feel like that's basically, I boil it down to $100 per hour, which is not good in my eyes. But I mean, hey, there's nothing we can do about that. So let's get into the actual games that have been announced that is going to be released, and a little bit about the games. Not much, just a little bit. I'm just going to tell you whether they look nice or anything along them lines. You guys can absolutely go ahead on and look it up if need be. I'll pick up this super kill right here. Super Bomberman is coming back. Now, Bomberman was very fun. I mean, if you guys know about old school gaming, you know that Bomberman was absolutely fun. I'm interested to see what they're actually gonna do with Bomberman when it comes to a next gen console. Skyrim has been announced that they're going to be releasing Skyrim on the actual Switch, which looks absolutely amazing. Now, one of my main concerns, I'm gonna get to that after we get through the game. Dragon Ball will be there, of course. You know that there's going to be a lot of manga games. For those who don't know what manga is, that is the Japanese type fighting game. Fast, very fast speed, a lot of power. It's very enjoyable. Zelda, like I said, Zelda is coming out. FIFA, EA Sports announced that FIFA will be coming out on the Nintendo Switch. So I'm really excited for FIFA. I'm not sure how they're going to implement the whole system as far as movement and all of that good stuff. But hey, we'll look forward to it. We'll look forward to it. Mario looks amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'm totally totally impressed with how it looks. It is an open world game, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. Also, we've got 1-2 switch, which is pretty much like Wii Sports, and we have ARMS, which is basically like if you ever played Wii Boxing, it was very fun to play with your friends. All that stuff is coming to the Nintendo Switch, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to drop a comment, leave a like, and let me know if you guys are gonna get this game. Let me know what you think about the price. Is the price too much? Is it a lot lower than you expected it to be? Like, let me know. Just give me some feedback down there in the comments. I really don't do a news section, but I thought that this was big and I had to get my thoughts out there on it and let you guys know what is coming to the scene. Yeah, Grinder. And I'm out, man.